What's up? What's up? What's the word, y'all? It's your girl, She's Perfection. And I'm here with my main man, Mayan. Mayan, what's good?
And what's going on, Perfection? We back up in this thing
Yes,
like we
we
never
are.
left. Episode number.
It's episode number 28. Okay?
Yeah.
We reaching new levels. Okay? We
Yeah.
reaching new levels and new accomplishments. We unlocking new doors. And we ready to take this thing as far as it gonna go, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, absolutely. Mayan, how was your week? What kind of week this was? Because I don't know if we've been on the same frequency, but my frequency it's been good. It's been good. I've been prioritizing myself a lot lately. How have your week been, and have you been prioritizing yourself?
I have been.
Okay.
I walk up in this thing, everybody was like, "You look slim, Slim Jim." You know what I'm
Check 'em out
saying?
now.
I've been hitting the treadmill on the
Yeah.
stairmaster. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my
Okay.
everything. So I feel
Yeah.
good.
You
I
ain't
feel
wrong.
good.
You ain't wrong.
I
Yeah.
feel
Well,
good,
you're
you know what
looking,
I'm saying?
you're looking nice.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You know, you're looking
Appreciate
nice. You're
that.
looking nice. I
Appreciate that.
had a pretty relaxing weekend. I had a chance to kick it with my family over the weekend. Unfortunately, we had a funeral to go to.
No, I'm sorry.
Thank you. And but it's always good to spend time with family.
Right.
And I enjoyed my family time. I enjoyed the family, the food, the fun, the drinks, the arguments, the fights, because family ain't family without an argument.
Right.
Somebody got to argue, somebody got to fight. So,
Right.
y'all know how family functions be. But for the most part, overall, it was good. I took it easy on work this week. Today was a rest day for me. I was able to sleep in today.
There it is.
Yeah, I was able to
Yeah.
sleep in today. So, I felt good, man.
feel-
I felt good.
Nah,
I'm
nah.
on the road.
You're on the road. That's a beautiful thing. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I feel good because I'm a dude, so I try to keep everything on a level, like I
Yeah.
always say. But lately, I've been in my head lately.
Ooh,
You know
about
what I'm
what?
saying? Just life. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to, you taking stock of my life, seeing if
Yeah.
I'm doing, what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Just taking stock of everything. And,
For sure.
And I know there be a lot of people who be feeling like that. Sometimes you get in your head too much, and it's something that I
Yeah,
have
of
to stop
course.
myself from doing time to time, not being in the head. I remember one of my OGs said, being in the head too much. He actually said your head is a dangerous place to be without a
It
flashlight and a gun.
Ooh.
Be overthinking some
that was
stuff,
some
right?
Gems. Yeah, that was some gems because your man could take you to some dark
Oh, yeah.
places.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Sometimes
I feel that.
sometimes I be overcomplicating things. I be overthinking scenarios, like what if it go like that? What if and I be getting caught up in that sometimes. So I need to slow down. So I've been in that space. It's been
Yeah.
one of them weeks. But you know what I'm saying? We try and keep an honest out you.
Yeah.
On this platform. So,
Yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling. Like I got something to get off my chest too.
get it.
I know the people probably been looking for us and looking for our videos and our clips. We here at the studio have been bickering and going back and forth on getting those clips and getting those videos out to y'all and on social media. And so, I've been giving my boys a hard time because I'm serious about this thing. Shoot,
you are.
I get serious about this podcast. I'll be here every Thursday on time, doing my part as much as I can. So, we all got to get serious about this because we going places, man. We
Yeah.
going places. We got real people out there who enjoy watching us and who enjoy listening to us every single week. So we got to get on top of it, and we're going to get on top of it and be more consistent just for y'all.
All right, so I know she talking about bickering and everything going on. Because every time, I know y'all follows, every time y'all see some of them, I don't know, crazy looking clip, that be me chopping them up, and they be saying, they said, Munya, you ain't got to do none of that. They said, hold this, don't worry about it.
Yeah, Mayan try to do the editing thing, but it ain't as good as the producer that we got
Right.
back here. So,
Right.
he's the meat and potatoes to this thing, and he knows that. So he gives us
Right.
a hard time sometimes. But it's okay. I think it's a brother, sister, cousin relationship. We're a family over here, so.
Yeah.
But we enjoy our time. For the
Nah,
most
for
part, we
real.
enjoy our time. We come together, and we make this damn thing happen.
100%.
Period. And I'm looking forward to today's episode just like I was looking forward to last week's episode. So if y'all have not watched last week's episode, go and watch it because me and him, we went at it.
No, we went at it.
We went at it.
I think it was a good episode, being that it was Black History Month.
Yes.
So we was serious.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I think we did a good job.
And it's still Black History Month, okay?
Every day.
Every day. And even when we get out of February, it's still going to be Black History Month. So Shout out to all my black folks out there celebrating themselves and celebrating each other, okay? Now, we want to go ahead and get into some of these good old juicy topics that's been going on in social media. I don't know about you, Manyan, but have you been paying attention to what's been going on in social media?
A little bit. I try not to get caught up in it, but some stuff you just can't ignore.
Yeah.
Some stuff you just can't ignore.
Like the shit in Mexico.
Right. That's been headline.
The damn cartel shit, Manyan.
Right.
Have you seen that?
I saw that.
Yes. So what we want to do is we want to play y'all a clip about what's been going on in Mexico. They done killed the cartel leader, and now the cartel people, the citizens, whatever,
they're wilding that.
They tearing that damn country up, y'all. Let's watch a clip and see.
People were running into the actual lobby of the condo building saying you can't go outside. The cartel's outside. They're, setting fires in the area. I went on top of the building. I could see that there were a number of fires set throughout the romantic zone.
The violence started yesterday after the cartel leader known as El Mencho was killed during a clash with soldiers in Jalisco. That caused cartel members to react, violently torching cars and buildings and blocking highways. You can see right there on your screen the smoke rising across Jalisco in this time-lapse video from Puerto Vallarta. The Mexican authorities there say at least 14 people have died so far, including 7 National Guard troops. Meanwhile, the U.S. Embassy in Mexico is also advising all U.S. citizens in the country to shelter in place.
Ooh. All I got to say is, if sliding for your homies was a country, okay? Because that's the definition of sliding for your
what
peoples.
they did.
Sliding for your peoples, okay? If there was a country, it would be Mexico. But we always heard stories and seen movies throughout centuries and centuries of time that them Mexican folks don't play about that cartel and they cartel leaders.
Right.
So I ain't surprised that none of this is happening. Them is some stone cold vato gangsters out there, and they didn't kill the leader of the cartel. Y'all know not to play with them people.
Hey.
And then look, I seen something where they said the Mexican government, they gonna try to blame the United States, talking about well, we want to thank the United States for giving us tips on his whereabouts. Now, don't try to put us in that shit now, because you got all them American folks out there in Mexico, okay, doing what they do, what we do when we go to Mexico. We party, we drink, we turn up, okay? That's what we go pop our shit. And you got all them people out there that's sheltering in place, stranded in their hotels, can't move, can't go nowhere, because they might get kidnapped, killed, or all of the above.
Right.
I'd be scared if I was whoever's out there. I'd be scared.
Oh yeah.
This ain't time to be in
Mexico.
Mexico.
It's spooky out there right now.
Yeah,
it's spooky out there right now. I will say that Mexico and the United States have always had a very interesting relationship historically. One of a dependency and sometimes hatering kind of relationship, because at the end of the day, when you look at Mexico, I think they only got like one gun store that's legal out there. I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know the breakdown like that now. You must have went out there.
Hey, look, I'm going to give y'all the breakdown. They must got like one legal, and that's like a military kind of aided kind of, you know what I'm saying? I know nothing too much about Mexico, but I think they got like just one gun store, and we got like 72
million
thousand out here. So a lot of the guns they got in Mexico, they come from out here, going over there. And then with that being said, though, I'm not really going to say too much because I know a lot of people lost their lives, so I'm not really trying to glamorize what happened. But I agree with what you said. I like seeing people ride for their own. I feel like when I'm looking at that, I feel like we could be like that out here too. If something happened and we don't like it, we could rally on together and do something for a positive cause. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that's something else. They got a whole different culture over there, and I ain't trying to comment on that because I don't know too much about the, the cartels and, they get down and everything. We know about Pablo and, what he used to do.
Pablo Escobar.
You
got Griselda Blanca. You got El Chapo.
El Chapo. You
get Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
I mean, whoever else, I don't know. Y'all know people out there.
you got the cartels there doing whatever they do historically. You know what I'm saying? But I just like when people ride for a cause. You know what I'm saying? When something go down, people rally together like we not having it.
Yeah, no.
You dig what I'm saying? So
That's
that's the positive thing I can say about that. But obviously, we don't like to see people lose their lives. You in the mall and something happen, and you know collateral damage. So that's crazy. But hey, but that's all I got to say about that.
My worry is for the tourists out there because I done went to Mexico about 4. I've been in Mexico 4 times, and I might be going back this year in a few months. You know what I'm saying? Might go back to Cancun or Tulum or or one of the other Guadalajara or one of them other places in Mexico to go hang out and have a good time. But it's like we can't even plan our trips to Mexico because we don't know what's going on out there.
Hey.
They tearing it up. They didn't burn. I've seen where they bombed a Costco. Okay, this is where these people get their food at. They had
everybody in Mexico don't get their food from goddamn no Costco.
I mean, that's what
you American. You been thinking everybody get their.
That's probably their best
They got their local stores out there.
But that's probably the best though. Start Costco. They had burnt up the Costco, burnt it up. People was just in there, fire going off. They burnt up gas station, burnt up cars, and they went to the airport, shot up the airport.
They did.
And it's people trying to get back home. And it's Americans, they on the floor and they hiding and, they scared and they don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if these cartel members are going to start kidnapping Americans, if they're going to start killing Americans that's out there, what they going to be doing because the Mexican government already implemented the United States to this death. They done implemented us. Talking about the United States gave them important intel on how to find the cartel leader.
Man.
So you think them people ain't finna feel some type of way if America had helped them find that man? Them people going crazy. Them people are sliding for their dead homies.
Yeah, for sure. Slide for their dead. Hey, look, that's what you got to do when you travel. You got to do your research about the places that you be going.
Yeah.
Every place has a culture. This what happened a few months back. Y'all saw what happened in Jamaica, but it was a natural disaster.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Y'all saw what happened in Jamaica. This is a different type of thing that be happening. There's different things happening outside of what's happening in the U.S. So when you get on the internet and you looking for a vacation, you better do your research and find out what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? You the whole time you think you finna go over there and have a good time, something go down. You don't have your insurance. Now you stuck in another country and all of that. So, that's how it be going down sometimes. And you can't really, you can't expect nobody to protect you because something go down, you over there, you part of it.
Right. See, one thing about the Mexicans is they may not know how to drive, but them motherfuckers know how to get back, okay? They know how to get back. Historically, they always been known how to get back. They tearing it up. And from a standpoint of being united and being and doing what you gotta do for your people and sticking together, I'm rocking with the way that they not going behind that shit. They not going because y'all done killed the cartel leader. I mean, all he got is a few little drugs here and there. The drugs gonna get transported regardless of how y'all want to see it. Y'all gonna kill this leader, and guess what? They got one already in line. They got another new cartel leader already ready to take over.
And I feel like sometimes when we look at the politics of Mexico and we are over here and we're looking at these illegal drugs and whatever, but when you look at the percentage of what the drug economy do for Mexico as far as the cartels, as far as contributing to the economy, employing people, because the unemployment rate is crazy out there. So it's not like they just all the way doing something illegal. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see some of these things go down because part of the community are down because that's their livelihood right there. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a complicated situation to where, you have to really look into it. And sometimes we have a watered down version of events, of stuff that go down in other countries to where we believe what we read or what we see on the internet, which is a watered down version. So we just think they out there wild and killing everybody and it's all, crazy. But if you look into it, man,
it's probably not even what they making it seem.
That part.
Because it's always fake news.
That part.
Fake news and fake media and propaganda media. That's what they say.
I like that word. Propaganda is a big thing.
Yeah,
Propaganda is a big thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, before we jump out of that, pray for Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Pray for the American people out there. Pray for the people out there who have to shelter in place, and pray for the people out there who's losing their cars, homes, and lives. Because you know, I don't think it don't seem like it's safe to be out there playing in them streets of Mexico.
Yeah, I know a few Mexican brothers and sisters out here. You know,
You do?
we live. Yeah, I know a few. So shout outs to them.
Shout out to the
Word.
Mexican poppies. Okay, y'all. So,
Crazy.
cool, y'all. Let us know, what are y'all thoughts and feelings on Mexico, man? Is they sliding for their homies or what, man? Let us know in the comments.
They
Call
stick
us.
together.
Of course, they've always stuck together. Even the ones that live in America, they still rap for their own. You know, they've always been known to stick together.
Something we got to do.
They'll get out the cop 15, 20 deep. On whoever. You can't play. I grew up around the Mexicans, so I know how they roll. You know what I mean? Shout out to all my Mexican people back at the crib. Okay, y'all. So we gonna go ahead and get into the next topic, y'all. So speaking of social media, okay,
Right.
outside of the Mexico stuff, because that has been crazy, but the T.I., Tiny, King Harris, 50 Cent, Beyonce Mama, Solange. They've been, this internet, I mean, it's been just absolutely crazy. 50 Cent has done it again. Once again, found his way to create beef with more women. Okay? And this time, it's just so happened to be Tiny, which is T.I.'s wife. Him and T.I. was going at it. And he decided to include Tiny in it and posted a picture of Tiny, you know, just basically talking about she got a botched body and, you know, all the stuff that they say about Tiny. And T.I. did not like that, okay? So it's just been crazy. You know, we tired of 50 Cent. We don't even want to even shed no light on 50 Cent and him and all of the drama because we sure y'all seen it. But in this news and this topic that we do have, it is about T.I. and Tiny and a question arose to where, you know, how come women don't hold their men down no more, or, you know, help build them up or help them get to the next level like Tiny did T.I. And we got a clip for y'all to watch in regards to that.
A lot of people may not know this, but your wife, Tiny, actually was famous before you. Tiny in the building. Round of applause for Tiny in the building. What up, Tiny? Yeah. Hey. Stand up for Tiny. Show the queen some love. Stand up for the queen. Did Tiny help you with your career or was instrumental in your beginning stages?
She was instrumental in a lot of the behind the scenes. She'll make sure that I knew what records she felt were hits, which was a great deal of help to me because I make so many records sometimes and I don't really focus on the ones. I might, you know, do a record today, move on, and never go back to it. But she do things like, hey man, that record you had, you need to play that more.
That's one,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah, she did that with You Don't Know Me.
You might have seen me in the street, but shout it, you don't know. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know.
But we get the point, you know, we get the point. So in other words, you know, he basically saying that she held him down in his early on in his career before he got on and before he got the money. And it just seems like nowadays women are not doing that for men. You know, women don't have the patience, the time, or the energy to put into building a man or, you know, sticking it out with a man until he gets to where he want to be. Why do you think women no longer have the patience to build a man these days?
I think women still do. I think it's still a thing. I just think when you find the right person, when you find the right woman and who really rock with you, I think the secret is finding the right person because there's a lot of smoke mirrors out here nowadays, but there's still a lot of women willing to put their man, their man on to game and all of that. You just got to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find the right woman. There is, and I love this type of topics because it's something different. You know what I'm saying? Which is the truth. There are still some women that will do that for you. There's still some good women. There's still some good men out there. But it's a lot of BS that clouds the good stuff out there. But I feel like, you find the right person, they're going to put that work into you. But it's a lot of bad stuff is because we live in this social media era to where a lot of the bad stuff going to be headline material to where it's like it clouds people's judgment. They be thinking that it's a whole lot of the other stuff going on. But I feel like a lot of women out there, the right women, are still doing that. So, I don't think less women are not doing it. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I do think that a lot of women, you do have your handful of women who are willing to do it, but a lot of women are kind of tired of doing it. And when I say tired of doing it, um, it's because they've done it for multiple men throughout their lifetime. Tried to build a man, or actually build a man, succeeded with building a man, and that man moved on to something better, or ended up leaving her, or not appreciated, or got to this major level and didn't want to no more. Like for example, Kevin Hart. They say Kevin Hart, he left the woman who built with him and who was broke with him, and plenty of other men who who were in the beginning of their career. They had a woman with them who supported them, who slept on the floor with them, who invested in them, gave them the cars, gave them the money, and pushed them to be this great big star. And these women end up getting left. So I do think that there are women who are still willing to do that. However, there are a lot of women who are tired of doing that, who are tired of building man when that woman is already built. And my question would be, why can't men already be built? Why can't they build themselves? I don't, and please don't misconstrue this. There's a difference between building a man and supporting a man, okay? Now, I'm 100% with supporting your man with whatever it is when it's do 10 toes down, standing on business, riding and supporting that man, giving him the tools, giving him, all of the referrals or whatever you can to push him to where he wants to be. I'm totally 100% for supporting your man. But building your man and, giving him everything that he needs, and he's starting from nothing, and he don't even have a dream. He don't even have a vision for himself. He's not even working toward even making something happen. He's depending on you to do that. I think that's unacceptable. Why can't man already be built? Why can't man already be established? Because 9 out of 10 times that woman is already established. That woman is already got what she wanted, or, she's in a position financially where she want to be. She got the career, she got the good job, she got the car, she got the career. Now she have to build a man. And it's like, us as black women, it's like, we kind of tired of that. We're tired of that storyline. We want men who are already built, because there are men out here that are already built. Like, there is some good ass men out here who's already built, who had to get it out the mud and didn't need no help, or didn't ask for no help, or did not look for no help from no woman. They climbed to the top on their own. So if these men can do it, then why these men can't? Why do these men need help and these men didn't? From a woman, help from a woman.
Right. So the thing about that is, if a man is already built, if he's already built and he got it from the ground up, his attitude toward meeting a woman gonna be different. It's more like what are you bringing to the table? So the dynamic of the relationship gonna be a little different. So if we go according to the clip, he said he was already making music, she was already established, so he was on his way. So she saw potential. And then they worked together. T.I. was not already, he wasn't the T.I. that we know now, but he was making music. And like he said, he was making a whole bunch of music, but he wasn't going back to the tracks. And she was like, no, you need to concentrate on this one, because she was already in the music business. So they worked together. He was not already the T.I. that we know. So to answer your question, it's just really like, I don't like to paint everybody with the same brush. You got to be careful when we talk about stuff like that. Every situation is different. You could find somebody that has potential, but they just need somebody to support him. I'm not saying as a woman or as a man, you just get with anybody, right, and then, you know what I'm saying?
Somebody who's not equally yoked with you, ain't got half of what you got.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You have to, I can speak from an individual point of view. For me being the man I am right now, the majority of what I know, whatever, it's always been like a woman behind, like, oh, try this. You know what I'm saying? Because women, I feel like when they believe in you, they gon' they're going to be genuine more than guys, because as guys, we're very competitive towards each other. So we have testosterone and we competing toward each other. So a woman, when she down for the cause and she really believe in you and she see potential, she always going to do the right thing for you. But now when it comes to, again, just to respond to some of the things where you like a Kevin Hart or whatever.
Right.
Now,
Getting left.
right. Now, attitudes and values are fluid, meaning they change every year as you grow up. The values that you had when you was in your 30s and what you have in your 40s is different. So now sometimes this season we could be growing together and you saw potential, and now I'm at a certain level. Now I need you to bring you up, or we need to work together. And then now the scales are kind of tipped. Things are different. The values, what you value, because we're supposed to go, we're supposed to grow together.
Yeah.
And that kind of lack of really being at the same page sometimes make people grow apart. That's natural.
Yeah, people do. I see that a lot. I see where a lot of women do support their man. And like you said, in the T.I. and Tiny case, it's like to see that their relationship has went through so many different phases publicly. Even from the beginning, before he became this big success, she had success already, and she extended that to him. And then once he did get on and become this big success, this big rap star, years down the line, what did he do? He started to, creep off and mess around with other women and, publicly be in other relationships with other women. And, that's just something that she had to endure. And I think
that's a good woman.
Yeah, I think I don't think that makes her a good woman because she's,
well, hold
she
on
stuck
now.
around for that type of
No,
shit.
no, hold on now. So you see, that's two topics. That's you touched on something that's very important right there. These is what we call ups and downs of relationship. Now, I'm not condoning that he should have did that. She did whatever she did. Don't nobody know, because there's two people in a relationship.
He kicked it off though. He was the initiator when it came to publicly being in other relationships.
So feel this.
After she built him up and after she did all she did for him and brought him and helped him get to this higher level.
So here's what I'm saying. That's your perspective of what happened. He kicked it off. We don't know what happened between these people.
They talked about it.
But what I'm saying is, what make him solid to this day is there gonna be mishaps, but she at least, like, again, I don't know what happened between them two people, but the thing is, as a woman, she was able, whatever happened, she was able to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We're going to move past this. I'm not going to keep doing the buffoonery. And him as a man, he was like, okay, I'm not going to keep doing this or whatever. And they back together. So it takes really going through the storms. Now, people, you know what I'm saying? Because
Go ahead.
relationships are hard. Now, like I always say, like, it's good and well when relationships are going well. The money is there. Everybody got money. Everything is going well. People are going to be solid. But what's going to happen if one of us fall off? Is you going to be faithful if something happen to me? Am I going to be faithful if something happen to you? Or, you're going through something, you out of shape or whatever. So I feel like a lot of people, this is why I say a lot of people are not built for relationships, because they hard work. When y'all meet each other, we all in shape, everything is going good, we look compatible, and we doing this, that, and the third, it look good. Well, what's going to happen when the equation change and the scales is tipped? And that, to me, is a good example of people going through the storm together, going through the good and the bad times, and having kids, because it's going to happen like that. It just so happened that it happened publicly, and I applaud them even more because their situation been going on publicly. But not a lot of people can handle this privately.
Right, and a lot of people and a lot of women don't. That's why a lot of women don't want to, to build a man or get to that point where they're investing so much into this man, and then this man gets to this higher level, and then end up leaving this woman and cheating on this woman and choosing somebody younger and better and slimmer or lighter, which a lot of black men end up doing anyways. Literally, but however, in T.I. and Tiny case, yes, she endured some infidelities and some things that he done to her, and she decided to stick it out with him. However, she stuck it out with him because guess what? She had to do what she had to do too. She did her own thing on the side. So in those times when she was finding out he was cheating, she was doing her own thing that made her decide like, hey, well, I guess shit, we might as well go ahead. You did what you did, I did what I did. And, you know, I guess we can go ahead and bring it back together, get back together and work it out, you know. So I think in her case, she was more so focused on getting her lick back, because that's what she did. She was focused on getting her lick back to show his ass, like, nigga, if this is what you're going to be doing, then this is what I'm going to be doing. And he got his act together. You know, he got his act together and changed the way he was moving. And then that allowed them to come back together and have a more blossoming relationship. But I do think a lot of women do not want to get through that phase. You know, a lot of women don't want to be publicly embarrassed after building this man. A lot of women no longer want to be publicly embarrassed, cheated on, beat it on, disrespected. And a lot of men will say, oh, well, the thing about women is y'all worried about the wrong shit. A woman worried about you cheating and going out sleeping around with other women is not the wrong shit to be worried about, because guess what? That's her worrying about her health. That's her worrying about her body, STDs, other families. That's her worrying about herself as well. So if you're out cheating and messing around with other women, that woman that you're with have all right to be worried about that and concerned about that, because guess what? You have to bring all of that back to her. So that's just my take on it. I don't blame women for not wanting to build men no more. But don't get it mistaken, supporting him 100%. I get that. Definitely support your man, but I can totally understand why women no longer want to build a man from here to here.
See, here's the thing about that. It's like even when you have a child, right, and you want the best for him, you can't put caps on that. You can't have a ceiling on how you want your man to grow. You can't be like, okay, I want you to be successful to get, but you got to get to a point where it's like, okay, now you're getting disrespectful. Now you this. You got to support somebody 100%. And I feel like the issue that I have with what you said is the get back part of it.
Yeah,
because
she
it's
did what
like
she had to do.
But that's the thing. You can't ask for a successful man and he have all these qualities and then just expect everything to be all gravy. It's the same thing where you can't ask for a very successful woman. She beautiful and everything is going on for her, and not expect to have any setbacks when it comes to that, right? Because at the end of the day, I think what we fail to realize is women and men is different. And I'm not trying to say as a man you should cheat on your woman and do all of this kind of stuff, but that's what's going to happen when somebody go up. So you as a woman, if you do decide to take that route, like I'm going to support my man and I'm going to make sure he the biggest thing, the best of what he do, you should be able to know that there going to be some repercussions that come with that. Not because with everything, it can't be just all good.
Like cheating and disrespect.
I don't know about disrespect.
Disrespect, because cheating is disrespect.
But that's a possibility. You have to, and that you got to be honest. You dealing with a dude, and he gonna be successful, and he gonna be a superstar. That's what's gonna come with it. You have to know, because history tells us when you look at a lot of the successful man or whatever, you have to be able to be like, okay, there's a possibility that he going this route. He want to be a musician. He want to be an athlete. There's a possibility that he may cheat on me. But I love this man so much that if that happened, I'm going to deal with whatever.
Hell. Damn.
That's the difference.
And I think that's what I think that's the problem. I think that's what create more women who do not want to invest that into a man, who do not want to build a man. I shouldn't have to help a man get to where I'm at.
I'm going to say one thing. So here's the thing. I'm sorry. It's a dichotomy to that. So if you become that woman, it's like I tell my sons all the time, like, you can't be a man and be afraid of losing and be afraid of loss and be afraid of being hurt. As a man, you have to provide and you have to do the right things. But whatever happened, whatever come with that, that's what come with it. As a woman, you're going to be shortchanging yourself if every time you come across a man with potential and you think, oh, damn, if I do this, he may cheat on me, so I'm not even going to do that. It become you shortchanging yourself to where it's not even helping, because whatever situation you're going to get into, there's going to be some type of kickback. That's what life go. It's good things and bad things that come with any situation, even if somebody be in the church and they not even, that's something that you got to take on the chin.
See, I don't even think it's more so of, oh, he gonna cheat on me, and shortchanging yourself in in a situation where, oh, well, he's going to cheat on me, so let me not do X, Y, Z. I think it's more so of, okay, well, he cheats on me, cool. He's going to do it again, cool. He's going to do it again. How many times am I going to have to accept him cheating on me, disrespecting me, and hurting me before I have to get the reward at the end, which is a man who I can live happily ever after with? The one time, I think with most women, the one time is okay. It's the habit they make of it, and then after making the habit of it, then they eventually leave you for some time for something better or something they think is better or something younger, So you didn't invested all of this love, support, money, and everything that was required to get this man to where he wanted to be. And once he got there, he decided that you was not what he needed no more.
I'll give you another example. Every day we see it, but we see it on the internet in our communities every day. You get a dude broke, ain't got nothing. He ain't got a job. He's still gonna do the same thing. Now the dude that you don't say help. So which is better? So is you as a woman, because I'm putting it to you now. It's like you as your woman. Would you rather get with somebody who who don't got nothing going on for himself, and you kind of strolling life in a relationship with him? He's still gonna cheat on you because still he a man. He's still gonna, you supporting him damn near, and he's still gonna cheat on you. Is it gonna be the same perspective? So you'd rather get with a man, not put no effort, and he cheats on you. You'd rather deal with that than get with a dude who got potential. You help him out, and he cheat on you, and y'all work it out like the tiny situation. Which is better when you put that on the scale?
I'd rather deal with a man. If he gonna cheat, I'd rather prefer to deal with a man that I'm not in love with and I don't really like that, and then I can deal with him cheating. So this have to be some sort of transactional situation where, hey, you support me, I'm supporting you. You cheat all you want because I don't really like you like that, and it really ain't gonna matter if you cheat because you're damn sure ugly as hell.
But backtrack a little bit.
You're ugly.
But backtrack a little bit. We talking about, so even you getting in a situation where you dealing with a dude where like, you ugly, well, you can cheat on me anyway, and I'm gonna be okay with it. Why get in a relation with somebody that you already feel like that in the first place?
Because versus, okay, you in a relationship with somebody you love, and somebody you love, you giving all this emotion and it's feeling too, and they end up cheating on you, you're gonna be hurt.
Love gonna hurt.
You're gonna be hurt behind that shit.
Love hurt.
Versus you getting with an older man who you knew you wasn't in love with, but this man takes care of you. He ugly than a motherfucker.
You wasn't in love with him.
I wasn't in love with him.
He take care of you.
He taking care. I wasn't in love with him. He ain't the most cutest. And but what we got going on is benefiting to both of us. He
hey, you think that's not gonna go wrong?
He providing for me. I'm providing for him. And he wants to go off and cheat, then so be it. So be it. Because the emotion ain't there. Hey, I'm not emotionally attached to this man.
You don't think this man that you don't love, you think he ugly, but he provide for you?
Yeah.
You don't think he don't know that it's a goddamn exchange?
Most of the men out here that's currently going on now with a lot of you niggas out here, and they don't know. A lot of men don't know. A lot of women are real tricky little creatures, okay? They can convince you and make you think that you are in love. You are madly in love with this ugly ass man.
Do you realize that these is two different subjects, right? Because the thing that you're talking about is like, I understand what you're talking about, but to the ones that know. Because the thing is, the table's gonna flip if you dealing with somebody that do know. Anyway, let's go to the comment section.
Right. So let's see what they say in the comments, because I don't know about you, Mayan, or most of the men out here, but I don't want to deal with a man that's cheating. I don't want to deal with you cheating, especially if we're in love. So, okay, let's see what the comments say. It says relationships are very hard. If you are not willing to work for it, then don't do it at all. Gems, okay, gems. As women, you should pour into your man, and a man should do the same. If he cheats, that's on him. Yes, and most of them do enjoy cheating. They enjoy cheating. That is the best thing. These women be hoes. Hey, these niggas be hoes, okay? These niggas be hoes. They be cheating more than the women do, okay? In all honesty, I don't know if a man can completely be faithful. It's not in their DNA. That's not true. Men are hunters by nature. I am not saying it is right. It's just what it is. What it is. That's not true. There are some men who can be faithful. It's very few.
There are some women that can be faithful.
There's plenty of women that can be faithful. You got more women that can be faithful than men. But there's some men who are faithful, who could be faithful. I know a lot of women. I've met a lot, not my own, but I've met a lot of faithful men in my life who was faithful to their wives. I really do. It's a lot of faithful men out here who do not cheat. So that being in their DNA and them being natural hunters, I don't believe in that, because how do you explain a good man who don't cheat? What happened to his DNA? His shit flawed? I don't think so. Let's see. Hey y'all. Hey Apri.
Hey, what up,
if
Pri?
he's gonna cheat, I can remain single. That's what I'm saying. So what's the point? What's the point? And ain't nobody trying to deal with that. If a woman gets her get back, she for the streets.
Yo,
hey man, that shit
straight
work.
up.
Hey, shout out to Tiny Man. That shit worked with Tiny Man.
How you know?
Because it worked. That's how they got back together. That shit was public. He went public with a young girl. He actually was messing around with one of her assistants. Then he went public with Bernice Burgos, one of the finest MILFs on the internet. And he had her, okay? And ain't many men can say they had her. T.I. had Bernice, okay? And it was a very public relationship. And guess what Tiny did? Tiny went her ass over there with Floyd. Got that get back, okay? And guess what? When Tiny was caught with Floyd, when the internet seen that Tiny was with Floyd, guess what T.I. did? He dropped that bitch and went to go get his damn wife back, okay? Because he realized that his wife, she playing the game. She playing the game the right way. Okay, she ain't for the streets.
It's
she
not
played
a
the game.
no
it was.
profession.
I mean, apparently it was. It got her man back. Shit.
We ain't know that's how. We ain't even know that's how that got down.
That's how it went. That was a very public situation, and that's what I'm saying. That woman wasn't wrong. I respect Tiny, because even though she knew that this was gonna be her husband forever, and she knew she was gonna invest in him, and she knew that this was gonna be the man for her, and she put all this work into it, she knew she wasn't gonna leave him. So guess what she had to do? Whatever she had to do to get his ass back. And if she know her man good enough, she knew that her being with another man publicly was gonna get him to act right, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, man.
Because that's what it took.
I say this to people watching, right? First of all, celebrities and all these people that on social media and all these famous people, they're not no role models for you to look at. They're not no role models for y'all to look at and try to model y'all relationship on that. Look at your uncle. Look at the people around you, your neighbor, somebody at the church, somebody at the school who has a cool relationship that has worked. Have a conversation with them, and then you're going to get it real, and you're going to get the real on that. We see these people on social media, and they doing this. We don't know she with Floyd. We don't know he doing this and he doing that. But
everybody know. You probably ain't see it because you ain't into social media like that, but that was a very public situation, and I'm speaking on it because I know. It ain't me idolizing no damn celebrity relationship, because I give two fucks about the relationship. I'm just saying the message behind it, ladies. Okay? If it takes for you to be with a bigger nigger, a richer nigger, and give him a taste of his own medicine to get your man back, then it's okay for you to do that. If you gotta do what it takes to get your man back, bitch. And even if that means going to be with a richer nigga, a better nigga, a more better, whatever, a more. Even if it takes for you to go be with a more known nigga, and so that your nigga can find out about what you doing to get your man back. What y'all can agree is do whatever it takes. The man already said do whatever it takes to get your man back. So if it takes for me to go mess with somebody with a lot more money to get my man back, then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my get back. So all get back ain't bad get back, okay? Some get back is good get back, okay? So please don't ever mistake it. If you have to be real, some get back is good get back. She got a man back after that, okay? So let's get back in the comments. Many men can say they had Bernice Burgers. No, they can't. They really can't. Y'all gotta look into that. She ain't been out here.
How you know?
Because it's social media. You can
social media not real.
It's
right?
not real, but you can follow it. Ain't no man. Even when she came out and said a lot of men can't say they had me. It's only one dude that said that they was with me, and it was true. There no other dudes come back like, oh, I had the bitch. Nah, she stood 10 toes on that. So I mean, I'm just speaking based off what I seen. You know, I don't know for sure because I don't know these people personally, but she said that she wasn't moving like that. And a lot of niggas agree. Shit. We ain't hear her about being with no other nigga but with T.I. Hell, I might
Shit,
have.
she was with me.
I might have her and not known it. You ain't had her. T.I. didn't act right. He just got back with her and made her do threesomes. Who, his wife? Yeah. T.I. made him do threesomes with his wife. Yeah. What's good? What's good, Wanda? What's good, Daddy Tammy Vince? Yes.
Who that is? Who that is?
Y'all.
Up in the
Shout out to my
comment
people in the comments. She go by perfection on here. Yes, yes. She's perfection, y'all. Y'all already know what to do. Call in, okay? If y'all got subscribe as well. But if y'all got something on y'all chest, y'all want to give out.
What's the phone number?
If y'all got something, before I get them the phone number, matter of fact, it's right here. Look on the bottom of the screen.
Oh, yeah, right.
If y'all got something on y'all chest that y'all need to give off, y'all give us a call. Call in this number on the bottom of the screen right here, okay? Call in that number and let us know what's been bothering y'all. Let us know what's been.
Cause she be talking.
Let us
y'all
know
know she be talking and talking and talking. And
what's
sometimes it don't be making no sense. Y'all know that.
It don't matter. It's true, okay? Let us know what's been bothering y'all. Get it off y'all chest, okay? Let us in y'all business a little bit, okay? And we done with that topic now. I got a question for you, Manyan, before we completely get over that topic, because that shit, we can go back and forth for hours and hours on that topic, and we ain't got much time left.
Right.
So my question to you is, what is the cause? What causes men to be more irresponsible than women? Like, for example, why do more women have their shit together than men? Like, let's say you could take 5 men and 5 women, but 4 out of these 5 women gonna have a house and a car at least. But maybe 1 out of these 5 men gonna have a house and a car. So what has made men more irresponsible than women?
Well, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie because I don't know the statistics on that. But speaking from just what I see, I don't think like men are, you know, more irresponsible than women. I don't think so at all. You know what I'm saying? I actually think that's
crazy.
Yeah, I would love to, producer, if you can bring up some statistics. I don't think that's a true statistic of what it is out here.
That women are more financially responsible, or more so in a better living space than men.
I can tell you
9 out of 10 times as a woman, you're gonna meet men who don't got their shit together, who don't got no job, who don't got no crib, who don't got no car, who just ain't got their shit together. As a woman, it's more likely for you to meet a man that you will have to build versus being a man and meeting women that you have to build. Women have to build men far more than men have to build women.
Yeah, well, you're not going to like my response.
And that's a statistic that you can look up.
And you're not going to like what I got to say. Because the
say what you got to say.
The statistic out there, too, women nowadays are earning a lot more than men because... Why do you think that? We got the same reason why we got a whole lot of dudes in prison more than women. The man population is in prison. The system. It's something that is.
Here you go, blaming it on the system again.
It's something that is orchestrated. It's something that's orchestrated. That's why, you know what I'm saying? It's something that's orchestrated because if you break the man, you're gonna break the family system to keep everybody subdued to the situation that's going on.
Okay.
That's really what it is. But statistically, I would love to see statistics, but I don't think men are. It's the same. Let me tell you this. Statistically, I know men die early. Men die early than women. Women live longer than men. That's a statistic, something that's been proven over the years because of just the nature of how men are and what we have to go through as far as suppressing feelings and as far as providing and doing the lifestyle that come with being a man. It's something that's natural. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay, so, we got the statistic. We just Googled something random. Are women doing better than men financially?
Mm-hmm. What they say, I can't see.
It says no, women are genuinely not doing better than men financially, despite some gains in income equality for younger children.
Right.
Women, a persistent gender pay gap means women in the U.S. generally earn about 84 to 85% for every dollar men earn. Women also but this is like from a financial. This is like from a financial standpoint, and not from like a responsible standpoint, which was the question. Like responsibly.
Right.
But we talking about like the majority. Income gap. Do we have this on the screen? Can the people see this? Okay, so if the people can see this, y'all can see this is what we Googled, and the Google is basically what women are doing. Are women doing better financially? And that, I think that's just general. This is answering genuinely in the financial world. So if we got a bunch of corporate men and women, if we got a bunch of corporate men and women, of course the men are going to get paid more than the women. That's obvious. But what I'm talking about is generally in the world. This does not apply to the 1% of men who has beat the system, who has beat the statistics, and who are doing just damn fine for themselves, who don't need a woman to build them. Recent data shows that men, particularly younger men, are experiencing higher unemployment rates than women.
Right.
Obviously. Reversing previous trend. In 2025, jobless rates for Gen Z men hovered around 9.1 compared to 7.2 for women.
Right.
This is largely due to mass layoffs in male-dominated industry like tech and finance, while industries with higher female representation such as healthcare and education continue to show job growth. Okay, so what I'm saying is, you know, just based off
Thank you for that, producer.
Just based off. No, thank you for that shit, because that's not. No,
Hey,
no. What
I
I'm
be
saying
knowing what
just
I be
based
talking
off,
about.
Just based off like real facts, real truth. You know, like
So that not no fact? That not no facts right there?
No. The Google will tell you you're finna data mine, so you can't trust Google. But we literally just talked about the topic with Tia and Tiny, how she had to build a man. You know, she had to build him. She had to help him. 9 out of 10 times, it's more likely for a woman to meet a man that need a place to stay, that need a damn car to drive. That is more likely to meet a man who needs help from a woman than vice versa. And that's technically need. This is not including the women who are just out here finessing men or just, you know, just bagging just to be bagging or want purses and shit like that. Like 9 out of 10 times we can go on the street right now today and find 5 men, 5 women. I guarantee you that 5 of these women is going to have a motherfucker, at least the bare minimum. The necessities over a man. You know, 9 out of 10 times these men ain't even finna have no real job, no stable income.
So for me, when I have these discussions, I always want to go with statistics, and I always want to go with, I don't go with my personal situation because, you know, basically it really depends, because when you go on the streets, depending on the environment that you hang out and where you go, you are going to see a certain type of statistic. But when we look at this, because when I make my observation, or when I make my comments, I'm going with what the statistics is saying. You dig what I'm saying? It's not. That's the reason why you find men that you claim, like what you saying, are irresponsible. That is definitely for sure not the case. It's just the situation in what it is. Now, you as an individual, you don't got to go with the statistic. You have to put yourself in a better position to win. I'm not saying if you a dude out here and you're like, oh, the statistics are saying this. You obviously, these are the statistics, but you have to put yourself in a better position to win. Educate yourself. Make sure that you don't fall into that category to where you a male that's irresponsible. And you as a female, if you keep bumping into these dudes that don't have nothing going on and you got to build them up and they ain't not doing nothing, you got to start looking into yourself like, what's going on with me? Don't put it on the next person. Don't put it on the dudes that you keep bumping into, because for me, I don't never really even talk about, I be saying women do this, but the majority of women that I come across, I don't got nothing to say about no black women out here, because the majority of women that I see, man, it's like, okay, it may be little things that we can't get along with, some that don't cut it as far as where I'm at, but it's like, because if you don't got your prerequisites or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I ain't even trying to talk to you, because I'm not even trying to put myself in a position where I'll be talking or dealing with somebody who don't got nothing going on, to where I got to question some things that you already have. If you don't know this already.
I got a question. Do you think it should be required for women to build a man, to help build a man, to help him find a job, to help him get a car, to help him do better in life? Should women be doing that?
I think we should be building each other. I think.
But what if the woman is already in a financial situation where she has a house, she has a job, and she has a car, and she has all the necessities that she needs in life? Do you think that this woman should help this man get in the position that she's in?
Yeah, because
You say yes.
Yes, because let me tell you the reason why. Because a relationship is full of different things. We are only talking about the financial situation off a relationship. What if somebody? It's the same thing. If a woman, see, that's where the trick is. You get a man that you don't got to do nothing for. He already got multiple properties. He got a good career. He got a car. He gonna dog the shit out you because he. So
You can't say that.
No,
That don't mean that he's not necessarily going to do that. That could be a man
You're right.
looking for a wife and looking to be a good man.
So let me arrive at my point.
He got everything.
I'm going somewhere with it. So I'm like, if you meet somebody and he satisfies you emotionally, psychologically, and he on his way to get the financials that you asked me about, and you see that he all the way complete in all these areas, the only thing that's lacking is a car and a house or whatever, but everything else is like on the right track. If you see it like he got potential based on your judgment, because everybody looking for something different, if that's what you want, then of course. But if you feel like he not worth it, don't even mess with that man. That's what I'm saying. It's not like you dig what I'm saying? It's an individual choice depending on what you want. My issue is like women will say they want this, then go for that, and then when they go for that, something go wrong and they start complaining. What did you expect? You dig what I'm saying? Because you can't get in a situation expecting everything to be good. So you met this dude. You didn't have to do no building at all. He already had it. Now he cheating on you. Now you crying. You're like, oh, you shouldn't have did that. Okay. Now you go to the opposite side. You meet somebody who ain't had nothing and you complain you should have had everything already. It's taking too long or something. No, you can't do that.
Well, a wise man once said, ladies, when he get on, he gonna leave your ass for a white girl, okay? That's what a wise man once said, okay? So be careful with who you choose to put your all into.
And
okay?
look at what happened. Look at what happened to that wise man who said it.
It don't even matter. It don't matter. Goddamn it, 9 out of 10 times.
Come on now.
Put your all into a man if you want to. Okay? Put your all into a man if you want to. I feel like if I'm already at a good level, I should be with partnering with somebody who's financially in a good space too.
It's a partnership.
Okay. Now, if I'm not trying to meet you and help you. Now, if we in the same space, I'm just saying, I ain't trying to meet you. I ain't trying to meet you and take care of you because I ain't your mama. But what I am saying is, if we are both in a good space financially and responsibly as adults, when we meet and we're building together, and somewhere, somehow, as we're together, you fall off, then at that point, it's my duty to look out for you and to invest in you and to help you get back to where you were when we met. Then I would feel more comfortable with helping you get back to where you were when we met. But to meet you and I got something and you ain't got Nathan, you ain't got nothing, you telling me I got to help you get something as a man? As a man, you shouldn't even be okay with me helping you get to where you need to be. So that's all I'm saying. I don't disagree with helping, when y'all been together and he came in this with something just as well as you did. But I am totally against like taking somebody off the streets and building them into somebody, taking somebody off the streets and building them into something who could potentially, surpass you, leave you for the next person, and so on and so forth. So, but if my man lose it all while we together, then absolutely, I'm going to stand 10 toes behind that, look out for him, and do what I got to do. We got a call. Get it off your chest. We got a call. We're going to answer this. We're going to answer this real quick. Get it off your chest podcast. Who we got on the line?
Hotline. Who we got on the phone right now?
Yes. Okay. Where we at? So yeah, y'all know my take on it. We ain't got to spend much time on it. We're going to see what's in the comments. And then we're gonna give whoever just called the opportunity to call back.
Can I just say a little thing? Because I know we be getting on, and y'all be in the comments about us getting on. As a man,
okay, well let him. We gotta wait till he put the camera back on you, so you can say what you gotta say.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Because I know y'all like to see me, but it's both. It's
no, they like to see me too. Come on, now, hey, they like to see Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Slim Jim up in here, man. Talk about it. Nah, look, as a man, I like who like me.
Yeah.
When we gonna keep it on the simple level to where sometimes you don't even got to think about this. I like, fellas, listen, don't chase on somebody who you think, oh, I should be with her. Look, man, the secret is like or who like you. You dig what I'm saying? If you like me, you like what I got going on, and you feel like we can, I like you. You like me? Oh, I like you too. And we gonna rock. If you don't like me, I don't like you too. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep it simple like that. And I think it just kind of erases some of the competition and some of the antagonism that we go between, oh, I'm looking at this or I'm looking at this. Look, if you have good intentions about me and I have good intentions about you, and we gonna rock out, because at the end of the day, a lot of these struggles between us men and women is because we fighting too much. We complement each other. Yeah. A woman is not better than a man, and a man not better than a woman.
Yeah,
we complement each other. So when somebody says, "Well, I got to do and you got to do this," hey, I don't see some of these conversations. I don't even get involved in them because I just
feel like men need to want to be more prepared. I feel like a man should want to step to a woman with everything in order. I feel like a man should already want to be built before he steps to a woman.
But a man should be built for himself, not to step to a woman. Because what if I'm built and I step to a woman, and then that's how a man get hurt?
That's why I said a man. I feel like a man should want to be built and should want to be financially stable and should want to be in a good space in his own life before he tries to step to a woman. A man should not get in no relationship wanting or expecting this woman to build him up.
I agree.
You should. Get it off your chest, podcast.
So we got hotline. We got on the goddamn phone right now.
Yeah.
Hey man, you got DJ. What's going on, y'all?
Hey.
Hey man, y'all know how to get it off your chest party can be now. We ready to turn it up.
Yes, sir.
We finna turn it up. What's going on?
What's on your mind?
Ain't nothing much, man. What's the topic?
Okay, so we got the topic right now. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. What causes men to be more irresponsible than women? So the question me and Manyan was going at it about why is it more likely for a man not to have a car, a crib, a job than a woman? You know, so if you got 5 women, you got 5 men. The majority of these women are going to have at least the bare minimum, a car and a crib, versus these men, you know, usually try to step to situations with no money, no car, and no crib.
I think that's subjective. That ain't fact. I mean,
that's exactly what I said, man.
Speaking for an established man that that got it all together, who I could probably say,
which is the 1% of the men who 1%? Got it together.
let the man speak now.
I mean, I think it's subjective. I think that's a cultural, environmental, the thing there. Honestly, I think
it is a cultural
culturally,
thing.
Mostly, in the black communities, and I think that's probably because society itself holds the black man down. In some regard, I think it is quite challenging. Believe it or not, black women are the most educated. Of all races and sexes. So
you're right.
So I think that probably plays a part in the success that you see.
Yeah.
Between the two differences, but yeah.
So black women have more. So black women have the resources and the mental capacity to be able to build a man. So the black woman is, by us being the smartest. Okay, by us being the smartest woman, we should be able to extend some of that knowledge to help build our counterparts.
You twisted the man's words right now. That's not what he said. I'm gonna let him speak.
The most educated. I wouldn't say the smartest.
Okay,
But
so the
definitely
most educated. Okay, so we should use some of that education we have to help out our counterparts.
To help your counterparts. I mean, yeah, I think, if you with your counterpart, I think both parties, regardless of what the success is, should be contributing.
I'm talking about
to each
coming
other.
into. I'm talking about coming into the relationship. What I said was, now if me and my partner, we both came into the relationship established, okay, and somewhat down the road, things got rocky for him. Then at that point, I would feel obligated to help build him and encourage him and push him back up. But coming into a new relationship, having to help you, damn, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I already raised my kids. Yeah, I feel you on that.
I knew I wasn't tripping. Somebody understand me. Somebody get what I was saying, Mayan.
Nah, I'm agreeing with him. He said, man, you saved my life right now because I was starting to look crazy. That I'm agreeing with him. It's not just it's what he's saying. He agreeing with you, but I'm agreeing with him. He not saying that. It's just like all men is irresponsible, and they exactly. And he's saying they are the system, because I know you don't want me talking about the system, but he's saying
culturally, yeah.
a lot of women is educated or whatever, not necessarily the smartest, but at the end of the day, we should work together. But as a man, like what I said before you called, I said as a dude, you already got to get it. Like what you're saying, you had your stuff together, so you're not really checking for that. So it's a whole different conversation when it comes to you. You're not really the 1%. There's a lot of dudes out there, right? Yeah. That are like you. But so it's a whole nother conversation when it comes to you. But to the dudes that are like that, then yeah, it shouldn't go down like that, because hey, look, what was you doing? You shouldn't expect a woman to build you up. You should already be on your way to do that yourself.
I just think culturally in the black community, the black culture, I think that it's more acceptable because, you can see Arabic or Indians or Mexican, you can see all these other race of men who literally are not coming to women expecting a women to build them. Like, I can't imagine an Indian man looking for a wife, looking for a woman to help build him.
Man, I wish I'd show you this video. I told you that my apartment got flooded up the other time. I know, producer, if you got the video to where the people that was working on the apartment, the dude was doing the wall, doing the drywall. The dude was doing the dry, and there was a woman right there, a Mexican woman, knelt down doing the same thing, and I was doing my burpees, and she was like right there. That's the type of support.
She was helping her man.
She was knelt down doing, the dude was doing, and they killed that in like 6 hours, but the woman was there, doing that. Producer, if you find a video, that's the type of collaboration that I'm talking about, because if it was sometimes, I'm not gonna say our women. Yeah. But your lady gonna be like, "What you talking about? We gonna go to the to do what? I'm gonna be knelt down playing with the what and doing the drywall."
I ain't doing that. I ain't finna go help you nail up no shit. Nah, I ain't helping you. I'm not going to work with my man and helping you nail and fix some shit. That's the Mexicans, I'm sure. No offense, but I'm just saying I'm not doing that. That's the way you take it too far. DJ, if we still got you on the line.
DJ,
go ahead.
Let DJ talk.
I mean, but why not? I mean, I sit there and I think, in a relationship, you want to build together, and I think that's literally building together.
Right.
But that's not my thing.
Look at that video.
And it's not, to each his own, right? So I think,
that's not my thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
it ain't yours.
I ain't.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that 100%. But I sit there and I think I got some good buddies of mine. Actually, they got a construction company together. You get what I'm saying? He's a general contractor, and she is, designer. But will she get up in there and get gritty and hit some nails and do a little paint or do whatever that's necessary? Oh, absolutely. And when I'm talking about she a 10,
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Excuse my language, a bad bitch. But
yeah.
but she'll go in there and get dirty if she needs to.
Yeah, so I understand that. I understand that when this is your man and y'all already together, and
that's what's established.
It's already established. What I'm speaking of, where I'm thinking everybody is kind of flying away from, is when you initially coming into a relationship, when you initially meet a man and expect to build a little bit.
The video ready. Show them the video, and then you see the woman in the back.
So the lady in the back.
The lady in the back, right there.
She was helping her man.
Look, she doing all of that. She there. Her man her man is in the backdrop doing everything. She knelt down and you know what I'm saying?
Mayon,
never mind me, I'm getting it in.
No,
y'all.
no,
See,
Mayon, if you wanted us to see you work out, nigga, you could have just said
but that's what I'm talking about. Look, you know what I'm saying? Why can't
the ladies just see him doing some burpees?
Hey, you gotta be getting, but all I'm saying, DJ, don't. But what I'm saying is, obviously, I'm not saying that you should literally get down and be farming and doing all of that. But I'm saying that, look, why can't we, if you're farming and you, look, you
when
gonna
we're
play
together,
your position.
Mayon, when we're together, when we're already together, not meeting my man, I should not have to meet somebody and build them. Should no man come to me with nothing and I'm expected to build him? Can we all agree on that?
Facts, and I think that goes both. I think that goes both ways, though.
Yes, please.
I think matching my hustle, right?
Right,
I think
but
my
to
thing
each his
is,
own, though. Some men meet
come
women.
to the table.
Come
to the table with it.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true too. But it's more often than ever where some man would meet a woman who they want to take care of, who they want to feel needed in.
Right.
Some men will meet a woman and say, "Baby, I want you to need me."
So I'm agreeing with you, DJ. So basically, what I'm agreeing you with is you can't just really paint every situation with the same brush. Like if every woman that I'm gonna meet, if she don't already got something going on, I'm not dealing with her. It really depends because you could meet somebody that at the moment they don't got nothing going on, or you could meet a dude that don't got nothing going on, but you could see the potential. Like, oh, that's what you're doing. Look. I got a car. You a painter. Your art is already people like it. If I gotta drive you from here to to Memphis or to whatever to get it's something that you could do to put your person in position, right? You have to treat. That's when you say it depends. Am I correct?
If you like a person for their potential,
and that's your person, then yes.
If you like a person for potential, I ain't liking a person for potential.
Hell
Everybody
no,
got
potential ain't gonna get you nowhere. I'm telling you, potential gonna bite you in the ass every time. Okay.
I've seen potential be a letdown. Shit.
It typically is.
You know how many motherfuckers get it? You know how many motherfuckers get into it and be like, but you got so much potential. You got so much potential.
That's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
And it still don't work. It never usually do.
That's true. I always used to say, don't get in a relationship with somebody that's somebody. Oh, I'm just about to get a deal. I was just about to get a deal. I'm just about to get a house. I was just about to get this. It never happened.
Just about to get that money. Ain't got that money. That money ain't never been.
I'm a big believer. I'm a big believer.
All right, DJ.
All right, now I ain't done.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I'm a big believer of knowing what you want and being intentional. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So my thing is, come in the door with, with clear expectations. I ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want what you want, it might be hard to find what you want, but don't settle though. That's all I'm saying.
Don't settle. That's the word of the night. Ladies, fellas, don't settle. I like that.
I like that. As a closing statement for that, we're going to take that one, DJ. Don't settle.
Don't settle.
Hey, you got it. Let's name this.
We can all agree on the same thing.
Put that on the thumbnail.
Put that on the thumbnail.
That way.
Write it in the chat so we can pin it in the chat.
My man.
Somebody write that in the chat. Don't settle. Ladies and gentlemen, don't settle.
There it is.
There it is. All right, DJ. Well, we appreciate you for calling in. We finna jump into some of these comments right now.
So.
All right. So we got some comments, and it's saying these women get reduced rent. That's why they have their own places. Help. I disagree. I've been wanting to reduce rent my whole life. I'm tired of paying these folks $2,200, $2,500 a month. I'm tired of it.
22, 24, 25, 70. What am I getting? 25, 27, 30,
Men make more than women. However, women may be considered more financially responsible. Yes. Okay. I agree. Thank you for clarifying that so that we can all be on the same page. Can you agree with that, Mayon? Women are more financially responsible. Y'all don't think so?
No,
women like to buy bags and wigs and
makeup. You said it. I was just you asked me a question.
They like to go take trips.
Like
with their
how?
body and get titty.
I'm glad. Hey.
New titties and lips and hair and all type of shit.
I'm glad you said it because I was about to go like, one of my long the thing is, I was about to go right to them statistics.
The man ain't gonna agree with that. The man ain't gonna agree
Hell
with that.
no.
We must think about the social, economic, and cultural factors such as financial household chores, mental load, and crisis management. Yes, that's deep.
Somebody
is
smart
deep.
said something. Now, who that said
that was Miss Apri.
Oh yeah,
that was
course.
Miss Apri. That was your girl. That was your girl. Men have so much going on. If a man has 5 ladies, come on, I like what she talking about already. If a man has 5 ladies, he has 5 ladies to take care of. So he don't got nothing left for himself or his main girl. Women too loyal, not much going. Women too loyal, not much going. So it's easy to save up. Let me tell you something, baby. If a nigga got 5 women,
let's read that comment again. What that say?
If a woman, it says men be having so much going on, they got 5 ladies. If a man got 5 women, that ain't got shit to do with nothing. That's his dumb ass for having 5 women and going broke.
Right.
He wants to go broke behind 5 women. What you mean?
Yeah.
Give him, cut him some slack.
That's that.
Help him out. He got 5 women.
You got a point right there. That's a good point.
If he has 5 ladies to take care of, so he don't got nothing left for himself or his main girl. Women too loyal, not much going on. So it's easy for a woman to save up. It's easy for a woman to save up because they loyal. But it ain't easy for a man to save up because he got 5 women.
I don't know.
You got to be lost your damn man.
Look,
or you gotta call in to help explain that. Clear that up.
Somebody call in. What that say?
I think women can save because they have 5 men and they all buy her food and send her money. Okay, I can agree with that.
Look, statistically, do y'all know that this is a social thing where people think that men cheat more than women?
They do.
Women cheat more.
Arguably.
Women cheat more than men.
You'll never know, so that ain't true.
Yo, you'll never know.
I like that.
You'll never know.
So it ain't true. So you can't speak on something you don't know, baby. You can't speak on something you don't know. Okay.
Comment section.
All you can do is go off your speculations. Not knowledgeable. Let me see. I agree. I just said that. Yes. It says knowledgeable but not smart. That's why men stay winning.
Men are capable of what? Building themselves up. Women stay thinking we got to build up a man. That's why women stay overstimulated and overplaying roles. Men are capable of
building themselves
up. Women stay thinking we got to build up man. That's why women stay overstimulated. That could be true.
Well, shout out to all the men that built themselves up, okay? Shout out to all the men who already built themselves up, okay? We love a man who already built themselves up, okay? It's intimacy at its finest, helping
Somebody
your partner.
Said we should have a pop a balloon episode.
Y'all should do a pop a balloon episode.
Pop. Hey, I pop all of them.
Never settle is key. Never settle is key. Never settle is key. Man, what we at on the time? I think we might be going over on the time. We're an hour in. We're an hour in. Where we at on the time? Can we? Okay, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going.
We gotta keep going.
Okay.
Y'all want us to keep going?
Y'all want us to keep going? Yeah, they want us to keep going. So we're gonna let Mr. Munyon take us to the next topic, because you know what? I'm gonna sit back here and I'm gonna recollect my thoughts. Munyon, take us into the next topic. If you want to call us back while we got a little bit more time left.
Oh yeah. Hey, Pre is one of our own. She one of the members of the podcast.
Absolutely.
So you got to give us a call now.
Okay.
There it is.
Get it off your chest podcast.
Hotline. Who we got on the phone right now?
This is a Pre.
Yeah.
Pre Munyon must knew it was you. He knew it was you, girl. He knew it was you. What's going on, sugar mama? What's going on?
What going on?
Nothing. So y'all been going crazy tonight. But I was thinking about, so back to your original question, like why men are irresponsible than women. So I put that in there. Like, you got to think about like I said, the economic, because the thing is to think about the economics. Like, black men sometimes in this society are not set up to prevail. We all know that. And then we think about the household chores. Like, there's more women running households than men are. Not to say that there are not single fathers out there who are very much responsible, that are capable of running a household and making sure things are running like they're supposed to, and the money is going where it's supposed to.
Right.
But then also you got to think about like the mental crisis. There's a lot of men, especially black men, because we as African Americans really don't believe in, okay, I'm gonna go to the therapist, spend my money responsibly, and take care of my problem. I'd rather talk to the homeboy, smoke the blunt, drink the weed, or what I mean, not drink the weed, but drink the wine or beer. You know what I'm saying? And that can settle my problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus being responsible on the other end of managing the money, doing better. But of course, that's just, and I think is when y'all had this question, I looked up some data statistics, and that's where I got that from.
Thank you.
But it's really simple. It's not to say that men are not responsible than women, but when you look at it, there's more women running households than single fathers. It's not to say they are not doing it or cannot do it. It's more women. But then I thought about your question too. You talk about how, a man, you feel like, should a man be put together before he comes to a woman? I think that in that regard is you got to watch that person that you with. You can meet somebody and they can be put together as much as like that picture that they've painted. It'll be only for a while eventually where things will start to show improve that they really weren't that person. But I like how what DJ said is he said, match my fly. And I'm all about that because you do have to match my fly. Like I'm a woman with a bachelor's degree, master's degree, thriving in my career field. And at most times, there's not very much men that are on my level, especially my mental capabilities and my knowledge. I don't find a lot of men that are on my, you know what I'm saying, the spectrum. I ain't gonna say the spectrum, but my wavelength. And I have to get with the man really that can feed me. And you all have heard me say this before. You got to feed me. You got to stimulate my mind, and my body will follow. Because I don't want to be with a man that can't feed me. And I'm not even talking about, because I can finance my own hustle, whatever I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to be, like we talked about, I don't want to be with a man because of the potential. And DJ said it best, that potential shit would get you fucked up.
Every time. I told y'all, every time.
It will get you hurt every single time. Because, and the thing is, I know people are not going to be 100% put together. But at the same time, it's just like if you meet this one person and they are really like sunshine and they may not have all the pieces of the puzzle. And this is what I learned years ago. Because we all have a list of what we want our partners to look like, what they should, the characteristics, the traits, everything. But when it really boils down to it and you meet somebody that may not be wrapped in that same box or that gift bag, you may miss your blessing because he's not what you think he should have or what you want. And so I've learned from that. It's just like those people that have that thought process, sometimes you miss your blessings or you block your blessings because of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, on the other end of it is just, I remember I told y'all about that book, that the 7 ways of it, the intimacy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember
that. I remember that.
So that book helps you. It's just like, why not help your partner be his best self? That's what intimacy is. Most people think that intimacy is sex, and it's really not. It's helping your partner be their best self. So if, like you said, if he come to you and he's on that wavelength for y'all cool, y'all get money, whatever have you, and he goes into a slump, into where he can't like get himself out that hole, you supposed to pick that man up and help him be the best version of himself in the best ways that you know how to.
Yeah.
And get the resources to do that. But at the same time, you can't settle. And that's for real, never settle for nothing. Because when you settle, you cheat yourself because you're not loving yourself no more at that point. You forfeit everything because you settle for this bullshit ass nigga, and you knew he wasn't shit in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's just that never settling and match my fly. But it's like when you seen that video among y'all working out with that woman back there. Like if that was my man and he had a business, like I'm not one of them girls that's about to play in mud. But if it's for you, because I love you and you have been very intentional and honest with me, and we groove like that, I'm gonna help you get your shit together and get that money.
Thank
Because at the
you.
end of the day, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, when he out there spinning, I don't, as his woman, I don't want to feel guilty like I always got my hand out, but I can't never help you.
Right.
Well,
that was a depiction. I didn't say every woman got to get down and get gritty.
That's fine, because that's all I was saying was I didn't want to beat nails and stuff. I'm a girly girl, but if you want me to go in there and boss around all the motherfuckers that need to be doing the work, then I can do that part. I can come in and be like, hey, this needs to be done. This needs to be done. But I ain't getting on my hands and knees. But
y'all dig this
for no man.
Cause it's two women. Me as a man, I'm gonna need you to do what I asked you to do.
Child.
See, I'm gonna need you to do what I asked you to do. Can you handle that? I know. I'm looking at you.
One of these
hold on. I'm looking at you. I know what type of woman you is, right? I'm not gonna make you do something that's totally out your character. But when I tell you that I need you to play that position, you should say, I got you. Not like, well, I got you. And I don't care how you represent me, but I'm you know.
Okay, is you established or you ain't established? Did I have to build you or you already built? Okay, it depends. So if you already built, then I'm going to do what you asked me to do. But if you ain't established and you looking for me to build you and you still want me to do what you say do what you asked to do, then nigga, this is something we need, hold on, we got to discuss this because.
Right, because it also.
I'm building you.
Because it also depends on how you leading me. Like, you can't just tell me, I need you to do this, but it depends on how you lead me as well.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Like, in that whole thing, like, how are you leading me for me to just submit to you and do what you say to do?
Exactly.
But that's what
you got to lead me right. Huh?
Yeah, you better be already established.
But that's what we're saying, that it all depends, right? It's not all.
Yeah.
So to really put a shell on the conversation, what we were saying is it really depends. Everything is not. It's very it's very fluid, right? It depends with what's going on.
Yeah.
And every individual situation is different.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, we get
exactly.
That. We get that.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. Yeah, but I just never settle. DJ said it the best. I ain't settling for shit.
That's been the word of the night, and everybody that said it's much love and much respect, because guess what? I'm standing 10 toes on that, y'all. Never, ever, 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 ever settle.
Never settle.
We over. Y'all know that?
Yes, man. Yes,
we
ma'am.
over. We 1 hour 30 right now.
Yes, man. Yes, Apri. So it look like we going over the time, girl. We appreciate you for giving us a call.
You're welcome.
And like always, we'll see you next week.
Shout outs to the comment section. Y'all been showing out in the comment section. Shout out to
Mama.
DJ on the calls and all
Bye.
that. Shout outs to you, Pri.
Yes, y'all. So as y'all can see, these kind of conversations get real intense and real. So sometimes we may go over because we want to let everybody get it off their chest, because the podcast wouldn't be get it off your chest if we ain't having enough time to let people get it off their
Producer be getting mad though. Producer be getting mad.
Yeah, I mean, we
can talk for 5 hours up in this.
We ain't supposed to be going over. We got to stay on.
You say something, y'all. He not on the mic.
He want us to go over.
Right
However,
hey.
However, we want to always give everybody the time to speak their mind, because this is Get It Off Your Chest podcast, and if it's on your chest, get it off.
Get it out.
You know what I'm saying?
That way.
So it looks like we might just go ahead and wrap it up with that.
Yes, ma'am.
We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Never settle, y'all. Never settle.
Yeah,
Never settle. I don't care what it is. Even if it's relationships, even if it's jobs, promotions, money, respect, never settle in no areas.
I did.
And that is the word of the night.
No. Let's talk about this before you go.
Mayan.
Let's talk about what we got going on.
Mayan he wanted me to advertise my lip gloss.
Yeah.
This is his first time really. He don't know. He see that I make so many different products. So when he see me bring them in, he get excited because I got the lip gloss that is all natural and handmade. Mm-hmm. Okay, vegan free, cruelty free. So I make those. I make the candles, of course. I just made a new batch of these, which this one is good. I need to sell this one.
That's one of my favorite. That one.
I need to sell this one. I'm sending one of our viewers one of these. So I just made more. And all of these are natural and organic, okay? These are all made with apricot wax, wooden wicks. So it's a very clean, natural burn. Y'all, trust me, you're going to love them. You can get any of these items on perfect-ioncollection.com. Or you can always send us a DM, write a message on one of our YouTube videos. Any way you want to reach us, we always got time to respond to our viewers, okay?
Yes.
And Mayan, before we get on out of here, we got the Shadow Outlines book.
We got the shadow outlines.
Pick it up so they can see it.
We got the shadow outlines. I talk about it every week. Y'all know where to get it by now. It's on Amazon. We're not gonna spend too much time on it. I rock with y'all. Y'all been getting the book. We rock with y'all, but we gonna keep it at that.
We're gonna keep it at that, y'all. Until next time, this was the wrap on episode 28.
Holla,
Peace.
yeah.